All right, so this is one that Kraken picked out and had us read right away. This is Are You a Cheeseburger? And here we are is a little raccoon with a suspicious look. He's got one eye kind of closed and he's looking at him. And the pointy line means it's a speech bubble. This is by Monica Arnaldo, and that's supposed to be a little seed. And something I think is quite hilarious is back here is the butt, and it says maybe. All right, so let's get a reading. All right. Oh, look at all the little cheeseburger. Num 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 num. With lettuce. This one's mostly eaten. There's a sleeping, dreaming little raccoon. So now here is some descriptions. It says it's for ages 4 to 8. For Beatrice, better than all the cheeseburgers, more special than all the sunrises. Are you a cheeseburger? Monica Arnaldo. You see here, this little raccoon looking up into a trash can where there's something glowing green. Goodness me. Sorry, I'm just messing with the light a little bit. There we go. A little less reflection on the book. This is Grub. Grub is a raccoon, and he is all by himself. See? All by himself with the trash. And here is Seed. Seed is a seed, of course, and he is stuck in the trash. Ooh, he doesn't look unhappy though. Look, he's smiling. His eyes are closed. He's glowing. Technically, that's a seed right here. Apple seed. I don't know what the other things are. Little apple core. See here, lollipop. I think it's a coffee cup. Banana. Tire. Lots of different things. This particular, that means that one specifically, Seed, and this particular raccoon had very little in common, except at that moment they were both in the same garbage can. Oh, I love his face. Look at the Grub's face. Looking very dour indeed. And Seed is looking so hopeful. Hello, said Seed. Grub continued rooting around. Rooting means that he's kind of poking and investigating and searching, digging in it. I think maybe the word came from going in roots. Oh boy. Oh, you are busy. That is all right. I am busy too. Grub stopped. You are? I am looking for someone to plant me in the ground so I can start growing. Ooh. Seed knows they're a seed. Grub eyed the seed hungrily. Will you grow food? I am not sure, Seed admitted. Could you grow cheeseburgers? Ooh, I think I know what Grub wants. Look. What is a cheeseburger? Grub considered this something very good and very special. Maybe. We will have to wait and see. Like he's kind of thinking about it with those little eyebrows. And look at the beautiful cheeseburger vines and leaves. Is that where cheeseburgers come from? No. Cheeseburgers are made out of a bun, which is usually made out of wheat, and meat, which usually comes from a cow, and cheese, which comes from the milk from a cow. And ketchup comes from tomatoes, and the leaves do come from lettuce, but they don't grow on leaves like this one. Grub had never seen a cheeseburger plant before. That's because they don't exist. But look, what a happy dream. What a big belly. Boop, boop, boop. Such a happy little friend. But he liked the sound of it. So he planted seed right away. Look, he flew out of the trash can. He's got seed buried under the ground. Now what? Grub asked. Seed's voice called up faintly from underground. So that's under the ground. Now we wait. Grub's stomach growled. How long? I am not sure. We will have to see. See? Seed is saying that we need to be patient. I like this. It has a light bulb. Was it a can? Is this a super old TV? Maybe? And there's broken scissors and a brush and a squished ball and a watch. I'm not sure what some of these other things are. Do you think that's a marble? All right. Ooh, look at these plants. There's a pizza plant. I love that. Like the pizza slices are like a flower. And there's little donut plants. Some will have sprinkles. Oh, and even look, the French fries are growing like grass. Oh, and tacos. Num, 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 tacos. And ice cream cones. And hot dogs on hot dog buns. They got such an imagination. They even have ice cream with mint chocolate chip and chocolate and strawberry. I'm going to assume it's strawberry. The two spent every evening together from moonrise, so that's when the moon comes up, to moonset, when the moon goes down. Because raccoons like the night, so they don't come out when the sun's up normally. Grub tried to be patient. It's hard to be patient, isn't it? Super hard. But Seed began to wonder, what if he wasn't a cheeseburger plant? What if he was something else entirely? Look, he looks kind of worried. His little eyebrows are pointed in, and his mouth is a little line. See, that's a worried face right there. And look, Raccoon is kind of sleepy and maybe a little sad that he has to wait. He's playing music though. That's nice. To help pass the time, they told stories. Telling stories is fun. Grub told C about the top 3 cheeseburgers he had ever eaten. 1, half a cheeseburger, barely moldy. I don't know about barely moldy. That looks like a quarter moldy for sure. Look at that little raccoon face. Many animals that are nocturnal, which means they're active at night, have something in their eyes that make it extra reflective, which is why you can see their eyes like this. If you have a kitty cat, I bet you've seen their eyes do that. 2, a piece of cheeseburger bun with some mustard on it rustled away from seagulls. Ooh, there's a seagull feather. A greasy paper wrapper Grub could tell had once contained a cheeseburger. Ooh, that was a juicy cheeseburger indeed. All right, Seed told Grub about all the interesting things he saw down in the earth. 1, a long worm tunneling. So 1's that line down there. 2, a slightly shorter worm tunneling. Ooh, this one looks like a gummy worm, doesn't it? Because it's yellow and red and yellow and red. It's a pattern. 3, 2 average-sized worms. tunneling one right after the other so that at first they seemed like one extremely long worm. So average means that it's a math term. It's to say that if you take the tallest and take the shortest, average is in the middle. The way they count average is a little bit different, but that's generally what it is. So, that's funny. I love the little eyes. Look, there's raccoon eyes looking down at little seed eyes. What is happening down there? Grub asked. Seed looked around. It is dark. What is happening up there? It is dark too. Later, though, the sun will rise. What is that like? Seed asked. I am not sure, Grub confessed. I am always asleep then. But I have heard that it is like a cheeseburger. Very good and very special. Both alone in the dark, Grub and Seed tried to picture the sunrise. So above ground, we are picturing a cheeseburger. Below ground, we're picturing a flower. If you hadn't seen the sun, what would you imagine it to look like? Maybe something like this? What do you think? It's kind of hard to imagine since we do know what it looks like. Slowly, things began to change. Hello again, said Seed. Ooh, look, he sprouted up. Have you ever planted little beans? This is very similar to what they look like. The bean part seems to come back out of the root. Seed, you are out of the ground. Yes, said Seed proudly. I am growing. Ooh, look, I love the reflection in his eyes. So fun. Look, they have old bits of looks like an umbrella with lights, a piñata, a pretty stained glass lamp, and they both have something fancy to eat. Little cherries on the drink umbrella. That evening, Grub and Seed celebrated. Grub had a greasy piece of cardboard he was almost certain had once been the bottom of a pizza box. Seed had water. To the future! I like how it looks like a pizza slice, doesn't it? And the little candelabra, that's what this is called. It's called a candelabra. And it holds candles. Missing a piece. And plants like nice clean water. Sure and steady, Seed kept growing and growing. The cheeseburgers were nearly at hand. I love that he's still playing little banjo. And he's watering his friend, and they're dancing and singing. Tra la 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 la. Finally, one morning, just before sunrise, Seed bloomed. Oh, let's see. What does Seed look like? What do you think Seed looks like? Do you think he's a rose? Do you think he's a daisy? Do you think he's a cheeseburger? Well, let's see. Ooh, look, he's very floofy. Oh, said Seed. Are the cheeseburgers ready? Asked Grub. Grub, Seed started. I do not think I am a cheeseburger plant. I think I am just a flower. Oh, look, he looks worried. Maybe his friend won't like him. Well, let's see here. A flower? Yes. Not a cheeseburger plant? No. So no cheeseburgers then? No cheeseburgers. I love how tall the flower is and floofy. It's a pretty kind of peach color, but look how sad and disappointed Grub looks. Grub really wanted to eat some cheeseburgers. I love this face. This is a very thoughtful face. Grub was quiet for a long time. Grub is focused, looking forward. Grub has his hands on his face, on their face. What is Grub going to think? What is Grub thinking about? If you were Grub, how would you feel? You'd have to think about it, huh? Sometimes you don't know how you feel right away and you need to think about it. And that's okay. What is it? Seed asked. I am thinking, Grub said. About cheeseburgers? No, about flowers. Oh, what are you thinking about flowers? See, and his little leaves are kind of inward. He's kind of concerned. Is his friend gonna like him still when he found out he's not gonna have cheeseburgers? Let's see. I think it's gonna work out just fine. Yay! All right, let's see. What does he have to say? Words are so magical, they tell us. I am thinking that flowers are good and special too. Maybe even more special than cheeseburgers. More special than cheeseburgers? Seed gasped. Well, the same. And look, they're hugging and the sun is up. And it's quite late for Grub. Ooh, look, everything's so much prettier. And look at this fancy topiary over here. They used the broken scissors, I think. This is Seed. Seed is a flower. See? And this is Grub. Grub is a gardener. A gardener is someone who helps grow plants. Look at the pretty purple flowers and the other items. Oh, they used the bits of different trash to plant things. They don't have any cheeseburgers, but they do have each other. And that is something very good and very special. See when the letters lean like that? That's called italics. And that means it's something that has an emphasis, something that you would stretch out a little bit when you say. I like that this is clearly supposed to be Grub with Seed. Oh, look, here's Seed with all the flowers. Here's a picture of the author and some description about her. So, I really like this story, and I hope you did too, even if there weren't actually any cheeseburgers. Well, I hope you enjoyed it and you have a wonderful day.